Another one? And why did they merge again? That's the quiet course playing out in boardrooms and LinkedIn feeds as marketing agencies keep consolidating like it's Black Friday for mergers and acquisitions. Omnicom kicked off this frenzy with a plan to acquire IPG, potentially creating the largest agency holding company ever in history. And it hasn't really slowed down since. January, the trade desk picks up Sincera. Brand marketing and advertising meets metadata and performance. February, Publicis scoops up BR Media. Creative marketing and data meets influencer marketing. March, Barkley and OKRP unite. Creative brand marketing meets performance data marketing. Last week, Genesis Advertising and PureTech Digital formed Genesis Group, Creative Shop and Data and Tech Shop. But zoom out. It's more than just a few mergers. This seems like a movement. Everybody is chasing this shiny new badge of matching the creative chocolate and the data packed peanut butter, the full stack marketing agency. Full stack. Creative, media, data, ops, all under one roof, seamlessly fused. At least, that's the pitch. But we've heard this song before. Let's rewind to the 1980s. Agencies back then promised the same integration, creative and media bundled under full service agencies, full service firms, one roof, one budget, one invoice. But yeah, it didn't last long. That model cracked under the digital pressure. As channels exploded, functions unbundled. Creative and media drifted apart. Creative became a means to an end, fuel for media machines like print and radio and television, and then online. We even invented the term working media. Code for the value is, the distribution, while creative was sliced and diced and commoditized. And here we are again. Different tech, same potential trap. Only this time, it's not media and creative being decoupled, it's creative and performance operations. In the rush to plug into AI, automation, and real time everything, we're at risk of building dazzling systems, dazzling engines with no soul. Today's creative isn't scarce. Content floods every feed. Generative AI makes production of content cheap and fast, but connection, meaning, differentiation, that feels like the new bottleneck. And that's what these mergers are supposedly trying to solve for. Not just combining capabilities, but fusing the stack where creative ideas are born inherently wired for distribution, data, and measurement. Connected, a full stack. And it sounds great, but are they really doing that? The press releases on these agency mergers promise everything: more media, more data, more tech, all connected. But what about the soul of the work, the part that makes people care, feel, buy? Because if we don't watch it, we're going to end up reducing creativity to just another operational function, churned out, box checked, optimized into oblivion. Meanwhile, inside brands, well, we can see the clear and present danger both becoming clear and present, because for them, in these brands, it's not just agencies that are doing this. In-house marketing teams are chasing the same full stack ideal. But many are actually making the same mistake, but they're making it for real and faster. I see it all across my LinkedIn feed these days, but I even recently spoke to marketers at two major companies, one a consumer packaged goods company and one a B2B tech company, and both told me their in-house content teams, they're being cut. Leadership's calling it an AI first initiative. Translation? They fired the storytellers in lieu of AI in production. And why? Because this dangerous belief floating around that in the age of infinite production, creativity is cheap, speed is the priority. But without the creative spark, without wrestling with the creative issues, all you've got is an engine that looks great until it stalls at the starting line. Teams are now duct taping dashboards, chasing KPIs they never aligned on, and wondering why nothing is sticking. But speed without story, it's just chaos. And the irony here is that when we look out there, we see the fastest teams, they're the ones that are actually taking the time up front to slow down. They've actually baked slow story creation into their system. They're integrating creative at the start as a precursor to the full stack idea, not just as an afterthought. When creativity is wired into your operations, when data feeds ideas and ideas fuel outcomes, distribution just runs smoother. Measurement is clearer, performance compounds. Operational excellence with creativity fully wired in doesn't speed up creativity, it unleashes it. Think of great marketing maybe like a restaurant. So in the old days, the head chef, the creative director, he was the star. They made the signature dish. But great restaurants, well, they need more than one genius. You need sous chefs adapting the recipe, servers choreographing the experience, ops keeping the kitchen hot, compliant. Today's great marketing teams aren't just cooking one dish, they're reformatting them for TikTok, tweaking it for CRM, syncing it to product SKUs, and measuring its impact all before dessert is served. That's the real magic. When the creative spark travels through the stack, intact and alive, you don't just move fast, you move smooth, you move right. That's when something rare happens. You earn the right to pause, to zoom in, to ask, is this the right idea for the right moment for the right customer? That pause, that's not inefficiency, that's strategy. So, how do we spot the real full stack players? Want to know if someone's really full stack or just full of it? Ask the agency and or leadership in question a couple of clarifying questions. Do creative, media, data, and measurement share the same page and, by the way, the same room? Are ops and creative co-creating, or are they tossing the baton like it's a relay race? Was the brief built by everyone or handed down like a commandment? And most importantly, where do they slow down and why? Ask these questions. If the answers are vague or buried in buzzwords, well, you're looking at a Frankenstack pieced together, separating the creative ideation from the rest of performance. So the next time someone forwards you another headline about another AI powered merger, I want you to ask the only question that really matters. Is their stack really full or is it just filled? Because wiring systems is easy. Wiring purpose is really hard. And in the end, that's going to be the difference between marketing that fills space and marketing that moves people. Your stack needs soul. It's your story. Tell it well. And if you want a little more nuanced and a longer piece, I've written something here. I'll see you next week.